Hey guys, Eva here, and I am the Witch Willow Creek. Welcome to my channel, and today is a look at the week ahead. And let me see, I'm not prepared today. I don't know what my deal is. Usually I got my deck in my hands and we're ready to go, but I haven't thought about which one we're gonna use. The Shadowland one. Okay, let's see. What does the week ahead have in store for us? I hope you guys had an awesome week. If not, like I always say, this too shall pass. Let's try it this way. Kind of, sort of. Not exactly. Let's see what the week ahead has in store for us. Now that I believe Saturn has gone direct and we're out of retrograde, Saturn retrograde, we should be feeling a little bit better about ourselves. All the things that we've been trying to manifest should be falling back. We should be falling into place. Slowly but surely. So let's see one more time. Okay, let's see what the week ahead has in store for us. You know what? I'm going to zoom you out a little bit because it is a little too close. Don't ask me why I have that over there. Usually I have I'll pop it up to do with the reading sideways, but not today, guys. What does the week ahead have in store for us? Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is usually, she's very motherly, right? She's very nurturing. I feel like the Queen of Cups here signifies that we are going to need not only to nurture those around us, but also nurture ourselves. I'm hearing take care of you. I've heard that somewhere. I know it's one of the movies. I had two of them turned over. Okay, this one came out first. So the Knight of Cups and the Pentacles. 4 Pentacles. Okay. Okay, yeah, I feel like we're in a position where we're needing to watch our finances, obviously, right? But at the same time, we're needing to, well, this came out together, so I'm just going to put this like this here, because this is how I feel it goes. Because I feel like we're having to nurture ourselves and watch, we got to watch our pennies and watch what we're doing in the material world, right? Like, we have to be aware of what we say, because everything we say comes to fruition, right? If you are talking down about yourself and being negative and whatnot, and I'm not saying that every day you got to be positive. I'm not saying that it has to be, because it's a daily struggle to be positive every day. I'll tell you right now, it's not easy. And what I'm saying is go ahead and feel that feeling, right? Go ahead and feel that feeling, but then you got to let it go. You can't be wallowing in it. And right now, for a lot of us, money's tight. 10 of Wands. Yeah. Money's tight. We have burdens. We are carrying so much. We are carrying so much, you know, on ourselves. We put so much responsibility on ourselves, and we forget that we have to nurture ourselves, right? So we feel like like we're here in the middle of the week, we feel like we have just too much to deal with. We're going to have a lot to deal with. We're going to have to... I feel that the burden is on you. So if you're being questioned about something, then you need to pull up the receipts. You need to pull up the receipts and show it to them. Because it's your responsibility to prove. It's not theirs. It's your responsibility to prove it. Swords. 8 of Swords. Okay. So yeah, I feel like this is like a financial nightmare. So like, you feel like you're bound, right? You feel like you're tied up in this situation, and the burden, you know, the burden falls on you to prove that you did pay this, or you did do, you know, what you were supposed to do. So I'm here to tell you that you do have the receipts. You just gotta show it to them. You know, because I mean, they can come and look, and even though you pay it online, that's why it takes screenshots of shit all the damn time, because sometimes you don't get an email. So I would suggest that you start taking screenshots of the situation, of everything that you do, all the payments that you do, or whatnot. And once you get that email, then you can save that email in a file, and then you can get rid of your screenshots. Anything else that we need to know for the rest of the week? What else do we need to know? Anything else? Let's pull this one out. King of Swords. Okay, so here at the end of the week, I just feel like a lot of us are gotten our shit together. We showed our proof. We showed them what we needed, what they needed. We took in everything that they needed. So a lot of us have a contract that we're trying to sign and fill out, and it does, like always, when we're doing some kind of a contract, the burden does land on us. We do have to prove that, you know, we can afford to do this. You know, we can afford to do this, because if financially, if we're not, you know, they won't give it to us, right? So just make sure that you have all your paperwork that you need to give it to this person, and that I'm hearing down payment. So some of y'all might be buying a car or buying a house. But at the end of the week, y'all are signing off on it. So it's just going to be a struggle to get all this stuff together. But at the end of the week, it all works out. You know, you'll sign the paperwork, it'll be done. You'll get the amount that you need to pay in return. Whatever it is that you've been wanting the payment to be, that's what you're going to get. It's not going to be a huge burden. I mean, you feel like it's going to be a situation where it's going to be a burden on you, but no. You'll get you'll negotiate what you want. Here at the end of the week, it's going to be enough to where it's going to be okay for the both of you, and you're going to sign off on it. Let's see, now let's get an oracle. Pull up the Halloween oracle, because why not? Let's move this up a little bit. the only thing with this deck, it's very glossy, and so it gets stuck together. Okay, now let's get an oracle for you guys. Here, that was quick. Barbara, sweetness and synergy. Why do I feel like we've gotten this card before? But I think we have. Let's see. Let's read what that means here. And I always get this before I read from the book. I always feel like this card is like, you know, hearth space, you know, like your home, like everything. And I feel like this is about a home. Like this is about buying a house for somebody, for some of you. Let's see if I can find this. And I just feel like all these things have to align in order for you to be able to get it. Barbara, a pea, a cloth, a coin, a ring, and stick within a loaf of speckled sweetness. Slice it and eat it. A glimpse of my fate's completeness. Okay, so yes, we did get this card last time, and it pretty much alludes to the situation where, you know how there's traditions where they bake a sweet bread and they have like little trinkets in it, and whatever the trinket that you get is what your year is going to be like the following year. And usually we get this. Some people do it during Christmas, and some people do it during New Year's. In my culture, we do it during New Year's Eve, right? Or New Year's Day. Not quite a cake and not quite a bread. Barbrack is a sweet loaf, larger than a typical bread loaf, baked with flour, sugar, salt, and dried fruits, such as raisins. The making of Barbrack is an Irish tradition that still stands around Samhain, Halloween. The person baking the loaf would be sure to set the intention for love, truth, and synergy whilst preparing it. Okay, so a lot of people think that witchcraft is just practiced by, you know, by witches, right? But here's the thing: everybody practices witchcraft, because when you make a meal for your family, you're making it with love, right? And so that's what you're putting out to them. You're putting out love. So I don't need anybody coming at me about the whole witchcraft and spell situation, because everybody does it. Y'all may not want to believe it, but y'all are doing it. So inside the dough, a number of special objects are hidden and baked into the loaf. The objects are used as a kind of random oracle. Each one has a particular meaning, which represents the fate of the persons who found it in their slice, right? The traditional objects include a coin, a pea, a stick, a ring, and a small piece of cloth like muslin. Some other additions made in more modern times were religious medals. Nowadays you can use any kind of trinket, right? As long as it's food grade, right? Let's see. Should your slice of the brack contain a coin, this would indicate prosperity and good luck. The pea unfortunately meant that no marriage would occur for you that year. Yet finding the ring meant a marriage was certain. The stick, to be avoided at all costs, indicates disputes and unhappiness, and finding the cloth meant bad luck and little money ahead. So you can easily make like I would say make a cornbread, right? Because If you want to make one of those cornbreads that they're kind of sweet but savory at the same time, right? And you can always make a loaf, right? And you can always substitute the stick for a toothpick. Let's face it. I mean, because that's what we use it to. We use it to check to see if it's done anyway, right? So you can put a toothpick in it. Just make sure you tell your people, right? I wouldn't use anything plastic because I feel like anything plastic would, or you can even make a sweet bread, like an egg bread, a sweet egg bread. Anywho's, when you're gonna put these little things in there, make sure that you can even put one pea, an actual pea in there, because you'll know that it's, when they cut it through, it'll be a pea, right? It's edible. Make sure if you're using actual rings, actual metal, that I would suggest is pure gold or silver. Let's see, what else can you put in there? As for the cloth situation, I don't know. I wouldn't like baking a cloth in my bread, but you can probably use something else that represents cloth, right? Anywho's, that is the deal. So let me finish because I was reading this. When you pull the Barbaric card, it indicates a curiosity to know what's ahead, but it's important to balance that with the now. After all, we have the tools to change our future, should we choose. The sweet synergy of Barbaric, all the ingredients, including the objects, are more complete and powerful together than they are individually, should encourage you to seek your own sweet spot. So really, like right here, like, you feel tied up, you feel like you're in a frenzy. You're in a frenzy trying to get this contract done. But you just got to sit with yourself and calm yourself. When you start feeling panicked that you're like, oh, I can't find this paperwork, I can't do this or do that, there's other ways. Just sit down, take a deep breath, and it'll come to you. Okay, it'll come to you. Because I mean, let's say you need a let's say it's paychecks, right? If you can't get it online for some reason, or you can't get it from the people you work for, sometimes they have an app and you can get it online and you can print it. Okay. If you don't, then you just got to be on their ass. Okay. Sometimes it's just ridiculous with some of these people. Okay, let's get an affirmation. Let's get an affirmation to get us through the week. Hello. I just pulled out. Okay. I can release the past and forgive everyone. You guys already know about how I feel about forgiveness. You can forgive people, but that does not mean that they have to stay in your life, okay? I free myself and everyone in my life from old past hurts. They are free and I am free to move into new glorious experiences. So just because you forgive somebody, that does not mean that these people have to stay in your life. Forgiveness, like most people will tell you, forgiveness is for yourself. It's not for them. It's for you, because it helps you move on. So that is, if you want to take a screenshot of that, you can turn it over. And that is the look at the week ahead, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.